true. Okay. Just out of curiosity, can anybody hear music?
Yes,
No.
I can. I can. I can hear like a TV or something in the background.
Because I can hear it, and the recording can hear it.
No, I can hear it. I can hear it very faintly.
Okay. So, we are in storm season of 1626. We just recently returned from, actually, Redbird, because you guys went up there to do the Were Guild thing, and had a meeting with Queen Laika, and she gave you all gifts. So next thing we have is a Beast of Gore Holy Day.
Oh,
Arestra, are you down any magic or any rune points?
yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I'm
So,
down magic points.
well, the magic points to get back, that's not a problem. How do your rune points look?
What town are we returning from again?
Redbird is the clan head for the Namolding clan. They are the folks that you helped with the Rattling Wind murder issues.
I thought we did an excellent job.
You did a really good job, by the way, yes.
Can you remind me of the Queen gave Anglar, I think it was a silver ring?
Oh. I did have it written down somewhere. Where did I put it?
Large silver ring, something like that.
Oh, no, the ring would have been gold. It was a gold ring.
What did you find most satisfying about that, Lars?
The role-playing, the interaction of the party, the events, the outcome. I don't think we screwed up in any big way that, I
Need to make
I know Mike's saying something, but I can't catch it.
Yeah, it did break up a little bit, Mike.
So yeah, I just overall I thought we handled that very well.
Great.
I almost died, twice?
Yes.
But you didn't.
But you didn't. That's right.
That's right. It was a
the
heavy
stuff of
gold
legends.
ring.
A gold ring.
Anglar, I need to boost your volume.
Heavy gold ring.
So, I noted that the Namolding clan chieftain offered a tattoo to us.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah. And we accepted.
I did.
Yeah.
That's an individual choice. I believe everyone did, though.
Mm-hmm.
Never had too many tattoos.
Okay, so Arestra, are you down in any rune points?
Yes, what I'm saying. I'm down rune points. I'm getting ready to do my worship roll.
Okay.
I'm down 2 rune points.
What kind of bonuses are going to provide for yourself?
See, my worship ability is 51. Is this a shrine or a minor temple?
This will be a... We'll make it a minor temple.
Okay. So that's plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's a seasonal holy day, so that's plus 20. So that's a total of plus 30.
Right.
If I sacrifice, say, all but 2, let me say I have to sacrifice 2 magic points anyway. That leaves me at 11. If I sacrifice 10, be for each additional magic you get a 10% bonus. So that's like 100% right there. So it's 151, 171, 181.
Okay.
Somebody knows the rules.
And I roll a 50. So I get 2d6 room points restored.
That is correct.
Wow. It's amazing. How does one even acquire that many in the first place?
So
By
back up to a
sacrificing
total
lots of
3.
power. Okay, good to go. The
I have 1 magic point. So if anything happens today, I have no magic points to spend on.
oh, I'm not that kind of a GM.
Okay.
Next we have is a holy day for Storm Bull and then the high holy day for Storm Bull. I'll take care of that with Aiden later. And then we get into movement week of storm season. There's a couple things happening. During this first week is the tribal assembly. It's also the beginning of the great hunt for
Subutai.
Subutai.
Yes, it is. So, what's the name of the week again?
Movement week.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to desire to do a bunch of things. One of which is to get a new cat.
Yeah, the way that works is during the great hunt, there are shadow cats there, and if one of them selects you, then you have a new shadow cat.
Okay. And I am going to proudly wear the silver necklace that was given to me by Queen Lika.
Uh-huh. Okay, now the Great Hunt is headquartered at a hill that is northeast of here. I want to say it's near Wolf's Land, which is past Danger Ford, which is up past Johnstown, if you're familiar with that.
I've written it in my previous notes, Johnstown. It's past Dangerford.
Yep. It's up in that area somewhere. There's a hill that's kind of sacred for all the hunters. So, for the Great Hunt. Oh, before we do that, everybody at Clearwine who stick around for the tribal assembly, it's like a big, almost like a fair kind of thing done outside of the city. And on the last day of the tribal assembly, Queen Leik will announce that Prince Kalir has called for all of the tribes to come to Boldholm for sacred time. She is going to initiate the Lightbringer Hero Quest.
Cool.
So we will
Did
be
she
spending
ask for the tribes to come to where for sacred time?
Boldholm.
That's the capital.
So I have a holy day, as water day within movement week each season.
And
Movement week.
what is she going to initiate there?
The Lightbringer Hero Quest.
Okay.
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
Like the foundation myth of most of our religions.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking notes.
Okay, Ingrelar, I
Okay.
did miss that. Angisi has a holy day. Do you
Yeah, it's just.
Are you down any rune points?
Oh yeah, all of them.
Okay. So, we are going to do replenishing rune points. It is a seasonal holy day, so like Arrestra, if you make your roll, you'll get 2d6 points back, which all but guarantees your 3.
Do I have to roll another number before that, like the Restra did?
You do. You have to make a successful worship roll.
Can you walk me through that? I don't.
Yep. We have bonuses to that roll. The first is a sacred place. You who have a shrine, so there's no bonus for that. But it is a seasonal holy day, which gives you a plus 20.
Okay.
And then you can make extra sacrifices. You can sacrifice objects, things, and or magic points.
Well, magic points, I guess. For like.
That is the easiest thing to do. Now you're required to sacrifice 2 magic points.
Okay.
And you need to keep at least 1 to stay conscious. So what is your
All right.
power?
My power
Mm-hmm.
is 12.
So 12 minus 3 is 9. So the maximum magic points you can sacrifice is 9.
I'm gonna pour a coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So if I use 9, which is I can do. So I'm rolling a worship roll?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
The worship skill. It's a magic
Worship skill.
Yep.
That plus
So
me 20. And then what's 9? 9 times what?
You get a plus 10% for every additional magic point. So you can get up to plus 90 from that.
Oh, yeah, 90. So if I use the 9, that's 90. So 48 and 90. 138.
Okay, roll it.
Now, you can also meditate to improve, I believe, or inspire yourself to improve the chance of the roll. You want the crit.
Well, for regular holy days, the crit won't matter. It's only if you're doing a high
Oh.
holy day.
This is
All right.
normal.
All
right. Never mind. My luck is so.
What did you roll?
A 100.
That's a fumble. See, I need to know that.
So I told you I rolled crappy. What does this mean? Jesus. Oop, not Jesus. Easy. What's going on? I did something bad.
Yeah.
You guys will be high-level characters, and I'll still be basic here. 10 years of playing. I'll be right where I'm at. Or worse.
Yeah, we need you to have your room points back. That Naiad is really useful to have.
In fact,
He's
you need to
angry
sacrifice more power to get more room points so you can summon her more than once.
Can't get it.
Okay. Michael, you back?
I can hear you, but I'm not in front of my dice yet.
Okay.
So just give me 30 seconds.
Sure thing.
Was there a negative impact for rolling the 100?
There will be.
Okay. Surprise! All right.
So
Gotta wait for the next month, for the next season, I guess.
yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Can you believe I rolled 000? Oh man. At least I'm honest.
Yep.
I never understood the point of anyone playing a role-playing game and cheating.
I imagine there are.
Oh yeah, plenty.
I just don't get it. Anyway, I'm back.
Okay. So the first thing we'll do is your worship rolls.
Okay, let's do that. All right. Wish me luck, everyone.
No, wait. This is a high holy day.
Uh-huh.
So even on a failure, you'll still get some room points back.
I have 0 of 3, sir.
And you are at a holy site, and it should be a great temple for we'll do a major temple for what's happening here with the Great Hunt. So your worship roll, you get a plus 20 and a plus 40, so that's plus 60.
Beautiful.
And then you get an extra 10% for every extra magic point you sacrifice. You have to sacrifice 2. You need to keep 1 to stay conscious. So what's your power?
My power is 10, sir.
10 minus 3 is 7. So you can get up to a plus 70 from your magic points.
Okay. I assume that I recovered all my magic points then?
Yes.
Okay. Can I say the same about my hit points? I would assume so.
Oh,
Yes.
how many hit points are you
Okay.
down?
I was down to 12 out of 16.
Oh, do you have the heal spell?
I do.
Yeah, then that's not a problem.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm ready to make the roll. I'm willing to do that so I get the maximum plus.
Yeah, hold on a second, because Lars mentioned something about possibly using meditation. I want to look that up.
I worship Found Child at 34%. For some reason, in this particular season, I didn't manage to get a check next to that. I bought this Dungeons and Dragons mug, coffee mug, that changes colors when you pour something hot into it.
Yeah.
Has a beholder on it.
Okay, so yes, you can use your meditate to augment your worship skill roll. What's your meditate skill?
Okay. My meditate skill's pretty poor. It's a 9.
Okay, you do
out
not
of
want to do
100.
that then.
No.
Because if you fail, you get a negative.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay. So,
All right.
plus 70 from your magic points, plus 60 for sacred date and place. Now, you can also sacrifice living things or valuable objects for more bonuses if you'd like.
Okay. I mean, I think plus 70 is pretty flush.
Well, this is a high holy day. So when you make a successful worship roll on a high holy day, you have a chance of getting a power increase check. If I recall correctly.
Go for broke is what he's saying.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yep. So what's your total bonus?
38 plus 70 is 108 plus
104.
60, 168.
It starts at 34.
Right.
Plus 70.
164. You had a plus 60 and a plus 70.
Yeah, correct.
Are you going to sacrifice anything else?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Subutai.
Yeah.
I like you. You can sacrifice one of my pigs.
Oh, that's horrible. But I
No,
appreciate
it's not horrible.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Do it.
I really
That's
appreciate
normal.
it. Yeah,
That gives you another plus
No.
10.
that was metagaming. Yeah, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. And I'll be happy to help you in the future in any way that I can. So,
Roast.
I mean, what other items that we haven't mentioned might qualify to sacrifice?
Uh,
An item.
yeah, some kind of an item.
Anything of value. So trade goods in some denomination equal so much of a percent bonus.
Yeah.
How about 84 lures? How do you pronounce it? Lures?
Lunars.
Lunars of furs.
Drop it down to 50 and you're good.
Okay.
50 is the cutoff there. So that's another plus 10.
Okay.
So plus 20 on top of your.
So it would be
184. Just don't roll 100. Make up for my crap.
I'm just noting how many lunars of furs I have left now.
Mm-hmm. Good to go.
So, great. I feel like this is a good choice. So here we go.
Come on, 02.
I rolled a 44.
Okay.
Good enough.
That is a success. Not a critical, so you don't get a power game check, but you are successful. So that actually does two things. It gets rid of the effects from your last fumbled roll. And you get all of your rune points back.
Okay. So I have 3 rune points now.
Yep.
That's amazing.
You've got them all back.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. We're also going to do a simulated hunt. So you need to have your survival skill percentage handy.
Yes, sir.
And roll.
Sir, it's 22.
Well, he's doing the great.
I rolled a 17. Believe it or
I'm
not.
going to do the great fish. Yeah, that's it.
I actually rolled a 17, so it's successful.
Okay. So you
It's only 22.
have a trail. Okay, roll again.
Am I rolling on? What am I rolling on, sir? I just roll it and tell you.
You're rolling against your survival skill.
Okay. This time was a fail. 43 out of 22.
Oh, so we're not really in sacred time yet, right?
No, we're in the Great Hunt.
Okay, but it's coming up close. I'll get my rune points back. That's fine.
Yep, it's coming up.
Because it says here, number 1, even on a failure, 2d6 rune points are replenished.
I only have 3 to begin with. I'm in awe of you guys.
Okay.
I only have 3.
I've only got 3.
Okay.
Everybody's got
All right.
3.
You're
Still in
thinking
awe.
magic books.
I rolled a 98.
And what's your percentage?
22.
Okay, that is a fumble. You find that you are lost.
To go. Is there anything I can do to learn to read?
Yeah.
We can take a season of training here coming up.
Exactly.
You can learn a skill, stuff like that, training.
Yeah, I need
So
to.
we're on page 415, that area there.
And at the end of the season, I also believe I make a strength roll. Accurate,
Not
Brian?
this season, the end of C season.
Okay.
Because you
End
had
of C season.
Yeah, you did Earth
'Cause I
and
tried
Dark
it
for the
last-
first point, and we're doing Storm and
Yeah.
Season for trying again. Okay, survival rolls. Keep rolling.
All right. I was successful. 11 out of 22.
Okay. Back on trail. Roll.
93. Is that not a fumble? But
No,
I'm
roll
successful.
D20.
Okay. 19.
Okay. There are some noise distractions. Roll again.
$100.
You got lost again.
Okay. 90. Still lost.
You're looking for a trail and you can't find one. Roll again.
97.
That's actually a fumble.
Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make it up. I'm
roll.
just cursing. I've just spent way too much time underground. 64.
You know, you can inspire yourself.
Yeah. I think I am going to try that because this isn't working.
What do you want to try to use to inspire?
I'm going to call upon Harmony. My Harmony is quite good, 75.
Okay.
So could I get a plus 20 on that?
Well, it depends. You have to roll the harmony first. That tells us what kind of modifier.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do that now.
Okay.
65 is successful out of 75.
So now you get a plus 20 to your survival rolls.
Okay. All right. Let's roll a success now. Unsuccessful, 78.
Okay.
Tried.
Again.
34. Almost. Very close.
Even with the plus 20?
That was successful, yeah, with a plus 20.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
you got a trail.
Okay.
Roll again.
Successful, 20 out of 22.
Okay.
Doesn't the bonus continue, Brian?
Yeah, he still keeps the plus 20.
Yeah.
20 out of 40.
Yeah.
13 out of 40. 42. 13 out of 42.
How many rolls do you make?
He's making a lot of rolls. Keep going.
8 out of 42.
Oh, I need to look that up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that a special?
It is.
Woohoo!
Nice.
That'll cut things down.
That'll do some things.
Got back on track.
Okay. Roll again.
Success, 33 out of 42.
Okay, again.
Unsuccessful, 69.
Okay. Roll d20.
4.
You are caught by a stream. Make another survival roll. But this one's at a minus 50.
Minus 50?
Yeah.
Brian, can you move your mic up a little bit?
Am I not loud enough?
That's better. That's
It's
perfect.
been mumbling. I don't know
That's
if the
better
recording's going to sound like.
Oh,
I
sorry.
can hardly.
Okay, so I rolled a 14. But you said it's minus 50?
Right.
Well, it's only a 42 after an inspiration, so that's not mathematically possible to be successful. Then
We always
Always
get a
have the-
5%.
Yeah, you always have that 5%.
So a 14 is unsuccessful?
Correct.
Brutal.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival roll.
Unsuccessful, 65.
Okay, again.
5 out of 42.
Okay, that's a special.
Is that a crit?
No, it's a special.
Oh.
Okay, roll again.
11 out of 42.
I don't think it's going to be enough. Nope. Okay. Again.
20 out of 42.
Okay, again.
61. Unsuccessful.
Okay. One more.
69. Unsuccessful.
Okay. So the great hunt for you was unsuccessful.
Okay.
Gotta work on your survival skill
Yeah.
If you want to hunt.
for
Okay.
that.
What else do we have here? I think the only thing we have left is a holy day for Lars.
Woohoo! Is it a high holy day?
It is not.
Okay. Well, I think I spent all of my rune points. No, I spent 2. All right. So I'm going to do everything short of spending money. You have the bot for rolling die, right? Do we want to use that? You kind of suggested earlier that wanted to.
If you want to, sure.
Enjoy rolling dice, actually, but
What kind of bonus do you get? You can go to Johnstown for a major temple. That gives you plus 20. Season
Okay.
holy days, another
So-
plus 20, so that's plus 40.
It's plus 40. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to use meditation. So that's a 66. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's 71. So I'll roll that first. Let's see if I can figure out how to use this. It's just D100, right?
Yep. That's what I do. D100.
There it is. Okay, so 65 is a success.
So you get a plus
That'll
20.
That'll generate a plus 20. Okay, so I get 20, I get 40 for the temple, and I get my worship skill at 74. So that's 134.
Okay.
All right, 134. There's no reason to go higher, right?
Not for a regular holy day.
What?
Not for a regular holy day.
Okay. All right, so 33 is going to be a regular success.
Okay.
So I get, what is it?
2d6.
Return 2d6?
Yep.
Okay, so I've got my 2 points back.
There you go. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
I should have asked this before. Could I have sacrificed power to increase my rune points?
Yes. Do you want to do that?
Well, I seem to be doing a lot of healing. So, yes.
How many?
I stepped away. I'm back.
We're just doing Lars's holy day.
So 1, is it 1-to-1?
For every point of power that you sacrifice, you get 1 rune point, and 1 special rune magic spell.
Ooh. So I'll do, let's see, I've got 16. I'll do 2.
Okay.
So that drops me to 14.
Yes, it does. But it gives you 2 more rune points, so you're up to 5. And you can choose 2 special rune magic spells.
I don't know if the change in power affects any of your skills or not, but you might want to go through and see if going
Yes,
from
of course.
17 to 14 changes.
Yes, it will.
It drops you down. Next category.
Yeah, from 16 to 14 will drop you.
It won't affect your hit points.
No, but everything attached to power. Okay, I got a spreadsheet to figure all that out. Okay, 14 power.
Nah, 16 to 14 is the same category.
Oh, good.
So it won't.
And 5 rune points. And I get 2 spells. And I'll write that down over here. I'll figure those out later.
Okay.
I suspect it's going to be elemental summoning of some kind. But we'll figure that out later. I've noticed all the bad guys are using elementals against us, so probably better get an elemental.
I don't think you can get an elemental.
Really?
Yeah.
Elementals or spirits?
Gonna have to get the book out and see what
Yeah, I'm looking right now. You don't.
We haven't seen any elementals.
Oh, yes, we have. We've seen lunar elementals. We've seen, where are they? Shadow elementals.
Darkness elementals, yeah.
Darkness elementals.
Oh.
We fought several kinds so far.
Okay. All right.
And they've not been fun.
I'm sitting here saying.
Yeah, page 298. Looks like there's 8 basic ones, but one of is fine substance, and so you can have many of those. Okay. So that is the end of storm season. So we do what? Season phase. So go through your character sheet and make experience check rolls for all your skills you've got check marks on.
I also have a note that I have a spirit combat checked.
Oh,
okay, when Angular's done, I have a question too. When Angular's finished,
that should give you a power gain check.
So we're doing the ability skill a bit of it.
We're doing all of our check marks. Yep.
So you just take a D100, add your skill modifier, and if you beat it, you go up.
Correct.
Okay.
And you go up either by 3 points or by a D6. So everybody can do that, and I'll listen to my Conan music.
Don't forget to check your runes and your passions if you have any of those marked.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did any of the survival checks I just did count for a check mark?
Yes. You'll get a check mark on survival.
So.
So do you do the power and the rune stuff the same way, Mike?
Yeah, but before we do that though, you need to select 4 occupation or cult skills that you don't already have a check mark in, because you can't double check mark stuff.
You say we're doing check marks first, right?
Yeah, but part of that is selecting your 4 occupational or cult skills that you used during the season.
Right, the seasonal ones.
It can only be 4 because I have multiple skills that are marked C.
Correct. Yeah, only 4. But don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and do all the check marks first. That way you can actually double up. I'll let you do that, and then we'll go through and we'll check the 4.
So mine, I think, are manage household and orate.
Those are your 2 primary ones. That's what you use to your end of season stuff.
So
End of season, right? But do the check marks first.
Yeah, so go ahead and do all the check marks first.
We don't have too many since we only had that one adventure. So, okay, so I need to
I have quite a few actually.
Yeah, I do too.
And something that I've been forgetting is when you're using runes to inspire and you're successful, you should get a check mark for those.
So here's a question, just because I haven't done this in a few months. You can add 3 automatically.
If you're successful on your check mark, you can just add 3 percentile, yes.
Okay, so you have to match.
D6.
So you have to match that skill or below, and if that's successful, then you can add 3 or D6, correct?
Correct. Now you get to add your skill category modifier to the die roll. That's how you can get up over 100.
Oh, okay.
Right. And you have to beat the score that you currently have, right? So
yes.
It gets harder as you advance.
Yes.
For example, my customs Hortling skill has a
6.
My custom skill is written as 30. My modifier for that knowledge is +5, so I have to beat 35 or lower. Just 30.
You are attempting to fail this roll. You need to roll that number or higher.
So you roll your dice, you add 5, and you want to roll higher than 35.
Okay, that's why. Okay, I apologize.
But you should have 35 written down on your sheet.
No, I have 30, and then at the top, or modifier, it's +5.
You always want to add the modifiers into all of your skills, so you're not adding as you're trying to do stuff.
I already did that originally.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm not adding it. I'm not adding it again.
No.
You add 5 to your die roll and beat 30.
I can't hear you, Mike.
Fail.
If your ability is 30, you add 5 to your die roll and you need to beat 30.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's the confusion. I already added that when I originally came up with this skill number.
Right. That 30 includes your +5 modifier. That is correct.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah. So but I'm not adding it again.
No, you add the 5% to the die roll, not to your skill.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You bet. So the higher your modifier, the easier it is to increase.
Okay, but you got to roll higher than it.
Yes, you roll higher then, not low. You want to roll high.
Okay.
Go up in my death room, not surprisingly.
Oh, broadsword. Okay, I suck at this stuff.
Ooh, I rolled higher than my honor.
Ooh.
I have another question, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
So I have customs local. Hortling is 30. There's no square next to that. And then the next line, I have customs where I've written nothing, but I have a check next to that. I put a check. So I assume I was checking the Hortling.
No.
I could not say.
But you can't, if it doesn't have a box next to it, you can't go up in it.
But the customs does have a box next to it, and I've checked it.
Okay, yeah, then that's probably what you did.
Customs. Oh, this is typical Pete crap roll. Oh well. I only succeeded on 1 out of 3 out of 4.
Avalanche one-handed. Do I have that?
Continue to have a crap character. The only thing I have check mark are runes and spirit combat.
My peaceful cut was successful.
Yay. Good.
That's helpful for you.
And I rolled 4 out of 6, which is great.
Okay, I have one more.
So I guess my question is, Brian, does my Hortling custom, does my local custom go up or not?
No, it does not go up.
Okay, then I don't know what the hell I have a check mark for. That's okay. Just sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's all right.
82 and 10 is 92. Quite enough.
So for spirit combat, there's no special skills. So do I just roll against my base number?
What do you mean?
Of course, I fail my survival.
Oh, maybe there is a skill associated. Let me go to the other page. Skills.
Yeah, there's a spirit combat skill.
Oh, okay. Spirit combat skill. Okay. And since I have a 0, I don't add anything to the die roll. I rolled a 61 and I needed a 60.
You made it though. That's what counts.
Good enough. This time I think I'll take the automatic +3.
Man, I'm really fucking doing terribly with these rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, that's getting better.
The only 2 check marks I have now are on runes.
Can went up 5.
Are they done the same way?
They are, except that there is no skill category modifier. So you don't modify the dice roll at all. You just have to roll higher than the number.
You just roll a die roll and try to beat it.
Yep.
Now for elemental, right? But for power, do you offset it? If we go up 1, the other side has to go down, right?
That is correct, yes.
So I got to check for water, of course.
Yep.
And I fail. Let's do. And last one is movement. And it went up.
Yeah, it only went up in like 2 things.
Is it the same 1d6?
Yes.
Or
Yep.
And now are we trying to get real high in those numbers?
Well, the
Or-
higher those numbers are, the easier it is to use to invoke them, right?
Yeah, but if you have the opposite side, then you can't use it. It's harder on the opposite side.
True.
And if you're 80 above, the GM can invoke them on you.
To do what?
To make you do things that are appropriate to them.
Oh, okay.
For
I have a
example,
question.
if your truth was at 80 or higher and you want to lie somebody, I could make you roll your truth rune to see if you actually do tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Good
Okay.
example.
Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, so my self bow is 90. If you add my missile weapon modifier, which is 10, I now have 100.
You don't. You've already added your 10 into it, but you add 10 to the die roll to try to miss.
I'm talking about the die roll. So I can't roll higher than 100. So do I even bother to roll?
You're
Yes, you
still
can
got,
fumble.
you still
Or you-
got to.
Or you can crit.
What is your basic skill roll with your bow? What
90.
is the number?
90.
How much?
Mike, I
90.
can't hear you very well. I can't hear you. I think because you're not using a headphone.
No, because you guys are talking on each other.
No, I haven't been able to hear you tonight.
If you roll an 80 or higher, you go up. Because you're adding the 10 to the die roll, not to the skill.
Actually, it's an 81, but that's correct, the process. You add the 10 to the die roll, so you have a greater chance of getting a 90 or get higher than 90.
Rolled a 90, so it's cool.
Yeah, so if you rolled a
Got it.
90 and you add 10 to it, that's 100. 100 is higher than 90, so you go up.
Great. And I rolled a 4, so 94. Pretty great. Are you all done?
Yeah, I only had 4 things to roll.
Okay, so now go back to your character sheet and select 4 occupation or cult skills. And do the same experience check roll for those. Just 4.
Is there a list of occupation and cult skills?
There is.
Yes.
Or do I have to go to my cult section?
You will need to look in the book unless you mark your character sheet with a C or an O.
Now, Brian, those are only the ones that we had a successful checker next to, right?
No, this is something additional.
This fillable PDF does not allow you to put little notations or anything. So,
I would recommend printing that out so that you actually write on it.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 4 occupational or cult or a combination, but
Yes.
no more than 4?
No more than 4.
Okay, gotcha.
So you probably want to do your bold ones. And anything you need to get a 90 on to make rune level.
So
just as a recommendation. I'm a power player.
I need to improve my survival. So I'm going to do that one. And
Two.
I'm going to do... I mean, my bow is 94. I don't feel like I need to improve that.
you said cult or occupation, right?
That is correct, yes.
So my occupation is I have to
Noble.
go back to find noble, right?
Yep, that's in the front of the book.
So I'm looking at Engizi and noble,
Right,
correct?
but the Engizi you want to look at is the ones in the middle of the book, not in the front.
Yeah, on page 75.
No, not page 75. Because page
Not on
75
page
are the starting cult skills.
All right, so occupation. Here's noble.
What you want for Engizi
Occupational
is
skills. Now, what page you said I need to go to for Engizi?
292.
292. Way in the middle.
Yeah, because that's the
Oh, that.
that's the full write-up, not just for starting characters.
Okay.
So there'll be more skills listed here. Now you can
Okay.
add to that list though.
So this
Worship,
is the cult.
cult lore, and meditation, because those are all cult skills too.
Okay.
I don't have a feel for it. Cult lore is already on mine. Well, cult lore for Engizi.
Yeah. You can't get an experience check in cult lore because cult lore doesn't have a box next to it.
Ah, okay. There you go.
So that's what this is when you do it.
No, if it doesn't have a checkbox, you can't check it.
Oh, I thought you said we can choose 4 about.
Oh, you can, but they've got to be. You're doing skill checks. If it's not eligible for a skill check, then it can't be used. Sorry.
Okay. Confused. Oh, I moved it away.
My scanning went up twice. It's great.
How can you go up twice?
Because I rolled it once for a check mark and once for occupation.
Oh, you selected it again? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm allowing that.
Okay, I think scanning is important.
Ride or drive chariot. I don't think anybody's letting me do that. We have no reason for that.
48 plus 5 is 53, and I'm just.
You say the goal is to get the black ones, the bolded ones up to 90, right?
Well, the bolded ones are the ones you use for your end of year rolls. The ones you want to get to 90 are the ones that are required for rune level, whatever that is for you.
Isn't that the darkened ones when you look at occupationals?
No,
Not necessarily.
the bolded occupation skills are the ones you use at the end of the year to see how well you did for making money.
So I know I recall there's certain things you need to do to get to be a rune lord, but I have no idea where do you find those.
They're in your cult info.
No, that's well, kind of. There's a rune lord section.
Book is not organized very well.
Not really.
I don't like it.
Rune priest is on page 276.
I thought for sure we had to do it.
Rune lord
Beautiful
is on
book.
280.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's a little I failed in all 4 of mine.
No, that happens.
Really?
Requirements for a rune
That's because they're pretty
priest.
high.
Was successful in all 4. 3 of them I rolled a 1. But hey, one of them I rolled a 5, so that's pretty great.
Candidate for a rune lord must possess.
Do you guys usually just take the 3, or do you guys roll for it?
I take 3.
So do I.
Probably smart. Yeah, I would have been better off doing that.
Charisma 18. Oh my god. I'll never get forget this crap.
My peaceful cut has gone up a lot, and so has my scanning.
I'm so confused.
So, yes, okay. I have 4 things go up, all from experience.
Oh, I forgot to do the
Oh, you have to have 5 rune points. Power of 18. Oh, well, this will never happen.
It just takes time.
Yeah, rune level is not
Okay.
easy.
Guess you got to play about 3 times a week every week for 20 years.
It's not quite that bad. But since we only play, twice a month, it takes time for stuff to get up.
So the checks on the passions and weapons and elemental runes, can I do those too, or is it just?
Yes, you should have done those when you did the initial checks.
They're on a different sheet, so I'm on it now.
Okay. Same
Cool.
process though.
All right. Yep. Thanks.
Yeah. I think the 2 Runequest campaigns that I ran were playing like once a week. It still took over a year for anybody to get to rune level in anything. And I think it was a little easier in Runequest 2. It'll be a while, but it is possible.
I have no idea what to select.
Well, in D&D, think of it as like a 20th level character. How long does it take to get to 20th level?
7 or 8 years.
Never happens.
Actually, I read an interesting interview with Frank Mentzer, who wrote the BCMI editions in the 80s, and he said they did a lot of research, and that was the first one that you could get to level 36. And he said even the most like hardcore D&D players almost never got beyond level 15.
He's always a bigger monster.
He was saying if he could do it over again, he actually wouldn't have made anything beyond level 20.
I really am at a loss on what's supposed to check for these 4 things.
So
What do
you're
you want to
noble,
go up in?
right?
What?
Yeah.
That's just what I have no idea what I want to go up in.
So can I help a little bit, Pete?
Sure.
I'm screaming out for help.
Okay. Well, let me try to help focus a little bit.
I'll be back in 2.
So you're a noble. So let's start with that on page 69.
Yeah, looking at 69.
Okay. Look at the occupational skills.
Yep.
Okay. So ride any. So ride horse. Okay. Orate and manage household are the two things. What's that?
Those are two things we do at the end of the season.
Right. But these are particularly important to you as a noble.
Right.
Okay. So languages and I would say a cultural weapon are also important, but just trying to stay focused here. We're looking for 4 skills that you ultimately want to be focusing your character on. Okay. So noble is orate and manage household.
Understand? I thought Brian said we don't do that now. You can only do that at the end of the season.
So these are profession skills that you're allowed to pick to roll for.
Yeah, your occupation.
Okay. So I would be encouraging you to, until you can get these up to like 90 or something, to get every opportunity to roll on them that you can. And since you generally only get to roll for them at the end of season, unlike swinging your sword, every time we go out on an adventure, you get check marks on that. So of the 4, you don't want to put it into sword. You wanted to put it into like orate and manage
But
household.
are we doing end of season?
Yes,
That's
exactly
not what we're talking.
See, that's why I'm confused. If it's
Okay.
not end of season and I can't select it, why are we talking about it? So
You can select
You
it. That's
can,
what I'm
yeah.
telling you. Why are you thinking you cannot select it?
because Brian just said we can't do it except at end of season, and this is not end of season.
Okay, so this is concrete thinking. So let's try to expand that a little bit. For end of season phase, there are certain things that we do. This is one of them. Okay. In addition to this, you get to pick 4 skills that you can roll to increase, presuming they have a checkbox. So things like lore skills do not. I've got a lot of lore skills that I need to get to 90, and this is not how I can do it. So that's an example of how hard it is for Link or Mai to accomplish this task. In your case, you generally only get to roll manage household at the end of a season. So every opportunity that you have to get a roll for manage household, you should take it. This is one of those instances. You get to pick 4 skills. Manage household can be one of those 4 skills. In addition, if you succeed at the end of season phase for your manage household roll, you get a check mark there and you get to roll against your check mark. So in a season, you get 2 rolls against manage household unless some role playing event occurs that you okay. So that's manage household. Now, what is your not profession, not noble? What are you? What do you do?
What do you mean? What do I do?
Are you a priest? Are you a fighter? What's
I'm a
your
noble. Noble is my profession. It is a profession.
Yeah, it's an occupation.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm Linker Mai, and I'm a scholar or a philosopher, right? So I get the Linker Mai skills, and I get the occupation, which is philosopher. So for you, it's noble and
Angises is called.
Ingisi. Thank you. So
that's my
Ingisi.
Gizi's who I'm worshiping. Yeah.
So Ingisi is going to be all the way down on page
75.
what page?
No. 290.
Oh, the long page.
Yep, the long page.
Yeah, 290 something.
Cult
So
skills.
let's
Same
right.
one.
And you should be writing these down in like a piece of paper somewhere so that you've got a quick reference to what your primary skill focus should be. So where's Ingisi?
I want to say it's
Rock
292.
Fall.
Does that sound right?
Yes, that is correct.
292,
Okay.
yeah.
So 292 under Initiate Membership Cult Skills. See where it says that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boat, cult
Boat.
skills, river lore, or speak, right?
So cult lore is a lore skill. You can't pick that one. River lore is a lore skill. Can't pick that. Speak and swim. So the options are orate, manage household, boat, speak, boat, speech, and swim. So of your 5, you can pick 4.
We also have the ride, right? Intrigue, read write.
That's correct.
Right. Right. So this kind of goes to this whole rune lord question, right? What does it take to be a rune lord? So of those 5 skills, which of those do you need to get to 90?
And Gisi doesn't have a rune lord. It only has rune priests.
Okay. Okay, so for rune priest, it's requirements standard. So what are the standard requirements for a rune priest?
I don't know.
Oh, well, we're looking for it.
Page
Scrolling up.
276.
276.
What page?
276.
27. Oh, okay. It's back. Requirements. Yeah, you have to have 5 rune points, power of 18, a skill of 50 in worship, and 4 cult skills.
Okay, so Brian, if lore, a lore is a cult skill, so it says, yeah, of the skills that he has, see, it was boat, swim,
So 50% in
language.
worship and 50% in 4 cult skills. Okay. Not 90, but 50.
Correct. Because priests are different than lords.
It's the stuff at the top that's 90.
Correct.
Loyalty and devotion. I don't know how you change those.
Use them.
Yep, they're passions.
Okay, so out of the 4 cult skills, or out of your cult skills, pick 5 and mark those as required to be over 50. And those are the ones that you want to make your 4 rolls against. But I was thinking that orate and manage household were important to Noble as well.
They are because they're tied to the end of year phase.
Right, but not for the rune lord requirements.
Oh, no. Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so does this help, Pete? Does this help focus?
Well, let's see. Occupational ride, speak to. Then you go to this other one, and it has.
Yeah, I was looking for crossover. I don't see any.
Nope.
Boat. I already have over 50 for boat and swim.
Excellent.
So
You're
they're
halfway
already
through.
over 50.
Yeah, so you don't need to focus on that.
So you need 4. So what are the other 2 that you could pick?
Do I need to even focus on that since I'm already over 50?
You need 4. You need 4 over 50.
Yeah, okay.
So what are the other 2 that you can pick that aren't lore? So language. That was one of them. Boat speak. What was the other?
Well, there's the managed household and orate.
But those aren't for rune priest requirements.
Well, it says any 4 cult skills.
Yes, you can you get to roll 4 skills to improve, but the question here is, in this case, the requirements for rune priest. So
Yeah.
if you want to become a rune priest,
And you don't
you
need to
need,
be.
and you don't need to be, but if we're concerned and we've been talking about rune priests and how we're never going to get there, the purpose of this conversation is to help
Yes.
isolate and focus on,
Right.
okay, so
So it says here to have a skill of at least 50% in worship and 4 cult skills.
correct. So you've got 2 of the cult skills at 50.
I got
What are the other 2
managed
that you can,
households at 50 already.
is it a cult skill? It isn't, is it?
Yeah, so noble occupational skill.
That's an occupational
Right.
skill, not a
That's
cult
it.
skill.
Oh, it has to be a cult skill.
For a
Cult
priest,
skill.
it needs to be a
Oh, okay.
cult skill.
All right. I saw the
So
light
the
bulb
cult
go off.
skills are yeah, and you say lore doesn't count.
Well, it's not. It
Can't
doesn't
roll on.
count, but you can't roll for it. Can't roll to increase it. You have to do it through training and study.
Okay.
Okay. So boat speak, a
Yeah.
language. So you can roll on that.
So there's 1, 2, 3. And you say the occupational skills don't count.
Not for rune priest.
So that's the thing you talk. Okay. Okay. Well, now we're narrowing it down.
Yeah, good.
Yes, thank you. So just looking at the cult skills.
So I can check. I can do cult skills. I can do boat, swim, and boat speech.
Boat and swim. What's your swim skill?
It's 53
Okay.
or something.
So you've already got the requirement for that. You don't need swim. What's the other one?
Boat is 55.
Okay. You already got that one.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Speak boat speech.
Okay. What's that?
Is that language? Where's language?
It's a language, yeah. Speak other language.
Okay, language boat speak. Okay, it's 40 right now. So that should be one.
That should be one of your skills until you get to 50. Now, are there any other cult skills that you can use?
There's no other cult skills.
That he can roll for except meditation. Meditation is a cult skill.
Oh, what's your meditation?
It's only like 5.
Well, roll.
Meditate. Meditate, right?
You have to fail this roll. so you've got I believe we've identified
2.
Boat speak and meditate. And if you get those 2 to 50, you will have satisfied this bullet point for Rune Priest. That's not that hard to get to. Okay. And you've got 2 other rolls that you can make out of, you got 4. You only need 2 in Rune Priest, right?
Yeah.
For your cult. So you've got Orate and Manage Household that you can also add to the list.
Yeah, that's exactly why I've been trying to get my Peaceful Cut up, because it's required. It has to be extremely high for me to become a Rune Lord.
Okay. So, Pete,
what you're saying is Ingizi can never have a Rune Lord?
That is correct. They only have Rune Priests.
So, Pete, mark these in some way so that you can easily identify, maybe give yourself a note so that when we come around to the season phase again, we'll know what we're doing here. And also because through the year, you want to be focusing on these where you can. Like every opportunity you have to meditate, you should be meditating. Getting to 50 isn't that hard, and it's a very useful skill.
Well, I don't. Okay, at the time when I rolled this up, I had no idea what I was doing.
Of course.
No, that's fine. We're all here to learn.
Everywhere.
We're first level characters, right?
Actually, you're third level, but
okay, fine, third.
Not me. So, all right, I got it. So let me just roll those real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys Move along. I'm sorry, taking so much time. With
No,
it's fine. That's why we're playing the game this way.
Yep.
We are all learning this game. Because I gotta keep
So-
checking back. I've got cheat sheet for end of season phase. That's why I know what's going on.
So language is in what? Where's language?
Communication. First column towards the middle.
Customs. I don't see language. Oh, it's up in communications. Okay, vote speech. At a plus 10. 31 plus 10 is 41, and I'm a 40, so it goes up.
It does. Yep.
9 more points and you're there.
Not that far away.
No, I
Not
get to
that
roll.
hard.
Is it 1 point or is it? No, it's okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a D6 or 3 points.
D6.
Got it. I'm sorry. You
That's
guys want
fine.
to go on to something next? That was speak, meditate. I can roll anything except what?
Meditation.
I only have like a 5% chance of failing. I've succeeded. All right.
Roll a D6.
Yeah, and I rolled a 1. Thank you. Now I'm up to 6.
I'm here to help.
Okay. Manage household.
Should be a knowledge skill.
Plus 10, and I succeed. I just take the. Since I'm over 50, it doesn't matter what I roll, right?
No, that's completely different. The manage household has a factor for you as a noble when we do the end of year phase. Because that will determine how much money you make during the year.
Oh, so I do want to go up as much as I can?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. What the hell? Yay, that one I rolled a 6.
And just to kibitz on the flip side, I have all the requirements met for Rune Priest, except for the number of rune points and spells and the power. But the Beast of Gore doesn't have Rune Priest.
That's right. She only has Rune Lords.
She only has Rune Lords.
Orate, I rolled a 70. That should be up here in communications.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, screw me. I rolled an 80 and I needed an 81.
That's right. You have a high orate.
I mean, my orate's already is an 80, and I rolled a 70 with a plus 10. So.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. All right, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. The
Thanks, Bruce.
next section of the end of season phase is training. Training costs money. So if you have money that you want to spend on training, you can do so.
I wants to train.
I sure want to learn how to read and improve my, predominantly learn how to read right now.
Okay. So reading is a professional skill. What's your current skill with that?
This is getting a professional, right?
It depends on what the skill is you want to train with.
Yeah, I don't like being illiterate. I don't enjoy that.
That's because you're hanging around with me.
So you want to read? That's a professional thing.
That's right. It costs 30 lunars.
I want to train on a short sword.
That would be a common skill. What's your current percentage?
You say there's you have to train separately if you want to do a weapon in 2 hands.
The skill for one-handed sword is different than skill for offhand sword. So yes, if you want to learn short sword left hand, that's a different skill than short sword.
I don't have it marked down what my starting default skill would be for offhand.
It's 0 plus your manipulation modifier. That's also
Okay.
a rare
I want
skill.
to do short sword. I got this fancy short sword. I want to
skill.
do short sword. I got this fancy sword which has blade sharp on it.
Yep.
I'm gonna train on that. Is that a professional?
No, it's a rare skill.
Okay, that's 47. That means I have to pay 60 lunars to somebody. Oh, it's common, you said?
No, it's rare. Offhand
It's
weapons
rare?
are rare.
Weapons are rare?
Offhand weapons are rare.
Okay, I changed my mind. I'm just going to do regular, primary hand weapon.
Okay. What's the current skill?
Oh, wait a minute. Short sword plus 2. So I have, you had me do a different score for some reason.
For what?
I started the game with short sword at skill level 25. And then I was using this blade sharp thing, and you told me to write down, and I have a 47 there now.
What's your broadsword skill?
Broadsword is 95. This
That's
is
why.
short sword.
Because you were using your broadsword skill to use the short sword, and so it's at half your broadsword skill.
Oh, it's half of my broadsword.
Yeah, that's just a special circumstance.
All right. So what is it? Is it actually 25 then? Or is it going to be half of the broadsword?
It is good. Do you have short sword skill on your character sheet written down?
I do. Because it's there. I mean, you get 10% starting, and I had a modifier of 15, so that's why I'm at 25.
Okay, so no, it won't be the 25. It'll be the 47.
40. Okay. So
So
I'm
you
going
can go ahead and
to.
put 47 in that space now.
Okay, thank you. That way it won't be confused for next time.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to train on the short sword.
Okay, that will be 20 lunars.
Okay. I will subtract 20 lunars.
So do you think worship is common or professional?
Worship is common.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do is I'll do the worship.
So you can train on most any skill?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
In fact, that is
15
nearly the only way to do certain skills.
Yeah. That's how I'm going to have to do that someday.
But there is a limit, because you cannot train a skill that's at 76 or higher unless it's a specific kind of skill.
Unless it's what?
Unless it's a no checkbox skill. Only skills with no checkbox can be trained at higher than 75.
Okay.
666.
You can train up to 75, and then you have to do that.
Anything.
So this is how some of these things that don't have check marks you can get up, like
This is how you get increases in those skills.
So this is how you do lore and
That's right.
Exactly.
so
Yay.
is this long term? That's the better thing to use this training season for?
Yeah.
Assuming you can pay for it, yeah.
Yeah, I know you have to pay for it, but
Now, see, if you can't pay for it, i.e. you're poor, you can still research, which is self-training. It's just not as effective. Okay, Subutai, did we take care of you for your reading and writing?
Yes, sir. I'd like to do that.
Okay. 30 lunars.
Okay. And what do I roll?
You can roll either a d6 minus 1 or add 2%. You have a trainer, so you always
I can't. You're breaking up, mate. Can you repeat that?
You can roll a d6 minus 1 or add 2%. You always increase when you have a trainer.
Yeah, I feel like there's something going on with your mic. Like it's not in front of your face or something.
Is this better?
There you go. Yes. Much.
Okay.
You said d6 minus 1 or 2%?
That's correct.
I'm going to roll d6 minus 1.
Go for it.
All right. I rolled a 4, so that's 3. So I add 3 and minus 30 lunars, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's under reading.
It's a knowledge skill. Read, write.
Thank
Hortling,
you.
I think is. But is there a different word for that because it's writing?
Thayan.
Thealan.
Read right. Read
That's
right.
right. Thealan.
My read right is 0. How is that even possible?
Because you are not literate.
So now it's 3.
It is now 3 plus your knowledge skill modifier.
Oh yes, which is 5. So it's 8.
Mm-hmm.
That means it was 5.
Well,
it
no.
was useless because I had Lars, so it didn't matter.
Okay, Restra, did you get taken care of for training?
Yeah.
Lars, did you get taken care of for training?
No, I was a little bit occupied, so I'm focusing on that now.
Okay.
I would like to train cult lore linker my
Okay, that's a common skill. What's your percentage?
28.
Okay, that's 20 lunars.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, so everybody did training this season, correct?
For the most part.
And that's a D4. What do we roll on?
A D6 minus 1 or 2%.
D6 minus 1.
So what you guys were saying, I probably wasted that. Huh? Okay. Well,
So 2.
You know, if you did the D6 and put a minus 1 next to it, it would subtract the 1 for you.
Now I get. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I thought I was training a stat.
yes.
That's actually different. But you may have been. I don't have that written down, though. The only one I had written down was Subutai.
Researching dexterity.
Researching what?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. You can do characteristics?
Yes, you can. We're not there yet, but you can.
Okay, I paid for training.
Okay. Power increases. Spirit combat, which Engrilar had, and power versus power rolls, which I don't know if anybody did that. I don't recall.
Power versus power resistance.
Yeah, for example, if you were to cast Befuddle on somebody, you have to overcome their power in order for them to be affected by it. That will get you a power increase check.
Power increase. Stress.
So other than Engrilar's Spirit Combat power increase check, were there any other power increase checks?
I don't remember whether I had one. I don't think I did.
Most, if not all, of sorcery does not allow a power increase check, which I think is ludicrous.
So making a power
Really muffled again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I have volume control on something? I don't see it. Okay. Let me check down here. Okay, does anybody besides Engrolar get a power increase check?
No.
Engrolar, did we roll your power increase check yet?
Nope.
Good. Okay, so this is how power increase checks work. You take your
So it
current
was
power.
what, 18 minus my current power?
No, it's 20. It's 21 minus your current power.
It says 18 for humans.
18 plus 3 is the human max, 21. Subtract your current power, multiply by 5.
Okay. 21 minus 12, 9.
9 times
45.
5? Yep. So 45 or
So
less.
I have to do that or less to
Yep.
and succeed. Okay. I failed.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Rats. All right. Next.
Now, Storm Bull's the one who had a high holy day this season. So there's no power increase checks for worship. If you have the money, you can increase your power through training. It costs 500 lunars.
Nope.
My power
Who's
sucks.
got that?
It says if you spend the training, it allows you to do make a roll for it. It doesn't say you automatically get it, right?
That is correct.
Correct. Spend 500 to get the
You
roll.
spend one full day at the end of the season. You make a power gain roll, which you could fail like I just did.
That's correct.
Okay, so
First last time and failed my.
I'm going to let Arestra and Lars pay for my roll. And I'm going to roll to improve my power.
Okay.
Tell him that I'm going to do that and walk away.
Okay, characteristic increases training. I've got Subutai working on his strength. Is anybody else working on anything?
Question when you're done. I'm actually the 30 lunars I paid. Can we say that I paid in the form of gems? Because I'm a little bit of liquid short. I have 261 lunars deposited in Orlanthe Temple, but I also have 261 in gems. I guess it's the same, one and the same. I also have an additional 140. Never mind.
Okay.
Spoke too soon.
When you are tracking the value of gems, you need to track the actual value per gem.
Okay. For some reason, I wrote 261 in gems and just deposited in Orlanthe Temple in Whitewall through a Yinkin agent.
Other characteristic increase. Strength.
When we were in Whitewall, I did that through a Yinkin agent.
Okay.
Costs 500 lunars to train on characteristics, huh?
And if I recall correctly, Brian, you said that we would be given some kind of a certificate that showed that we had made that deposit.
You've got that.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't here when we went through all of that, but yes, you got it. It's all done.
That's what I thought.
So is anybody training or researching characteristic increases besides Subutai? Okay.
Good stuff.
That should be the end of storm season. Yay!
Yay.
You said last season I researched dexterity.
When?
Last season. It takes 2 seasons, but it also says that if you're researching, you can't do training. So I don't think that counts.
I allow a separation for characteristics versus skills.
Before we start anything else after this, I'm going to take a quick break, okay? I'll be
Okay.
back.
So, Arestra, you did darkness in storm season for dexterity?
Season.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you broke up.
Are we taking a break or something? Everyone's gone silent.
No, just Pete did.
Brian's researching something, I think.
Well,
Actually, my 5-year-old needs to go to the restroom, so I'll
Go
be
ahead.
back in like 5 minutes.
sure. Arestra, I just did not hear. Did you start your dexterity during dark season?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you can make an increased check on your dexterity. What is your dexterity?
I'm going to turn on my headset because I'm having trouble hearing you. Give me a second.
Sure. I'm not sure what's off, but because I don't normally have volume problems over on this end.
Let's see if this is any better.
It is.
That's much better.
Okay. Now, I think Subutai has the same thing. He was researching strength or something, and
Yes.
I was researching dexterity.
Okay.
But the question is, can you do research and training at the same time during a season?
You can do skills and stats during the same season. Yes.
Okay, got it. So I can do training and skills and research and stat.
Yep.
Very good. So I have my 2 seasons in researching dexterity, so I can do like
Do it.
break.
What's your current
So
dex?
my current dex is 12. So 21 minus 12.
It's actually because dex is limited.
Dex is limited.
Yeah, to 1.5. So it's 18.
Okay. So my dex was originally 12, so it's limited to being 18.
That is correct. So that's the difference we're looking at.
Okay. So 12 from 18 is 6.
Mm-hmm.
6 times 5 is 30.
Correct.
So I need to roll a 30 or less.
That is right.
Nope.
Okay.
95.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
We'll try again next time.
So you're going to keep on decks?
Well, next season I think I'll try again, but we'll see next season.
Well, it'll be 2 seasons still, so it'll be sea and fire.
We'll see if I want to try something different. We'll see if I want to try something different next season or keep with deck.
Okay.
When the time comes.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. We're still waiting on Michael, though. As soon as he gets back, we're going to do sacred time.
Sacred time. That's something new for me, at least.
Did you do Michael's strength or whatever it was already, and I just missed it?
He was off by a season, so he's starting again during Storm.
Okay, got it.
That's one of those things that takes 2 seasons?
Yep.
Maybe I should do that since I got some low scores. Huh?
Yep.
For training.
This is, researching a...
It'll cost $500 no matter what.
If you do training, it costs. If you do research, it does not.
Research is free. So you always want to pick something to research.
We do?
It's free.
Oh, what do you do?
Research is self-training.
If the roll succeeds and the player rolls a d6 minus 2 and adds that. So it's just a skill, any skill or rune that can be increased, you do is research? Huh.
Not runes. Stats. Characteristics.
Rune, yeah. Any skill or rune that can be increased through training can be increased through research.
Oh, yes, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about increasing characteristics.
I'm back. Hello.
Yep.
So I just pick one and see if I'm successful, huh? All right.
Takes 2 seasons.
To research?
A characteristic, yes.
A characteristic, but not a skill.
No, but you did training for a skill, so you cannot research and train for skills at the same time.
You cannot research and train?
For both a skill. So you train for a skill, so you want to research a characteristic.
It says an adventurer can research one skill or one rune in a season.
Yes, but you can't both train and research in a season for a skill or a rune.
Where does it say that?
So since you trained for...
Where do you say that there? Where's that prohibition?
Probably under research. Let me look.
It's not under research. Makes sense. I mean, if you're training with a teacher, then you don't have time to be over there doing stuff with yourself on a research project. So.
Because I'm just repeating what Brian told me.
Oh. Well, okay. So if you train, you cannot research. All right.
The way Brian interpreted the rules is that if you train, you can't research, but that's separate skills and characteristics are separate.
Yes.
So if you train in one, you can research the other.
Oh. So if I did it, all right.
So if you did a training and a skill, you can research a characteristic. The way Brian interpreted the rules.
No. Players may increase
which I personally think is correct. Though I can't find where it says that.
Under research, it does not say anything about increasing characteristics.
No, because that's under increasing characteristics.
Species maximum, power increase. So increasing power through spirit combat. Oh, that's what I did. Okay.
Yep.
That was power.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Increasing characteristics
Mhm.
through training or research. Yeah, one or the other.
Yep, that's what we're talking about.
But that's only for increasing. Okay.
And since you, the way Brian read it and the way it makes sense to me, it says since you did training for your skill, since it says training or research, you can only do research for a characteristic.
So let me ask you this: do you have to pay up front, or at the first season, or the second season, or can you split it?
Research is free. It just takes 2 seasons.
Oh, if done by research. Oh. So it's always best just to declare you're going to research something, huh? If you haven't.
That's okay. The way I understand it.
Then you roll a d3 minus 1, and you could come up with a 0.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You have to make the power gain roll like you did for power. Like I rolled and I failed my check, so I don't get anything for my 2 seasons of research. I have to start again.
Okay. Well, then I will try to research strength.
Okay.
For this season. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Write it on your character sheet.
Yeah. It's not made up for things like that.
No.
I'm training strength.
Yeah. And that means if you got the money, you can do it this season, right?
Right.
No.
Still 2 seasons.
I have to
Still
wait.
2 seasons.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I'll just have better chance if I train.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you get a chance of better increases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're successful, you got a better chance of going up by more than 1. All right. Training intelligence. Notes.
The party really needs me to improve my strength. It's definitely a weak link of mine.
Yeah, the 2 of us.
Okay, sacred time. The first thing is worship. Now everybody has all the rune points still, correct?
Correct.
What?
Everyone still has all of their rune points, correct?
No.
Yes.
Okay, who did not make all the rune points back?
I did not.
Okay, so we can do that.
It says all rune plates are replenished with a successful worship roll.
That's right.
So that's why I should have been me studying on that worship crap, huh? Oh, no.
Okay, so you've got your worship skill. It's sacred time. That's plus 40.
Plus 40.
We still have access to a shrine, so there's no bonus there. And then you had 7 extra magic points for bonus, correct?
I can.
Is that what we figured out last time?
Yes.
I can't wait to start killing shit again.
But it says here in paragraph worship, rune points are replenished with a successful. Oh, all rune points with a successful, and if you fail, it's 2d6. Okay, so I got a good chance of. I know I'm gonna
you just don't want to fumble.
Huh?
You just don't want to fumble.
But it says even on a failure.
Yeah,
2d6
a failure is not a fumble. They're different.
Oh.
Roll it.
Just don't roll my 99 and 100, huh?
Well, 100. You don't need the 99 because your bonuses put you over that.
What's that?
Just a 100.
69, so I succeed.
Hey,
Some
So I get all my
you get all your
room points.
room points back.
This is a once-a-year thing, right?
This is a once-a-year thing, yes. Okay, now
Well,
everybody gets to make a power gain roll.
Yay. Not that I ever succeed in this.
Well, actually, everybody needs to make a worship roll because if you fumble, it's
power
different.
gain. That's the same thing I just rolled, isn't it?
It is.
And that I failed? Okay. So I needed a roll.
Wait, Brian, what were you saying about the worship roll? Everyone needs to do a worship roll?
Yep, everybody needs to do a worship roll.
And we get a plus 40? Because of the timing?
Let me ask you this while we're on the worship roll. Do we get to do a check mark? If we succeeded? Probably not.
I would think so.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Not for now, but for the next season, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay,
Yes,
so now
that's how it would work.
Now we're doing a power.
Well, let's get everybody else to do their worship rolls, though. So at Sacred Time, that's plus 40.
Brian, you're really muffled again. Can you
Is this better?
read about the worship roll?
Is this better? How's this?
About the same.
Yeah, it keeps like you're cutting your word. It like cuts off the end of everything you say.
Really?
That's the way it seems to me.
Huh.
That's better.
Yeah.
You're
What
looking
microphone? When you turn towards this camera,
Yeah?
you sound stronger. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like the headphone mic is not being used.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a different mic.
So how's this?
Yeah, it's a different. Much better.
Okay. So we're doing worship rolls. We all
Yep.
get a plus 40 for Sacred Time.
Beautiful.
And
We are in Bold Home. So Lars will have a major temple, that's plus 20. Subutai will still only have a shrine, that's no modifier.
I think I was the only one that was down rune points anyway. It doesn't matter. What?
Right, we're doing a worship roll for something else.
Oh, okay.
Arestra it will still be a minor temple. That's plus 10. Angrilar will be limited to a shrine still. That's plus 0. And Aiden I'll take care of when he gets back.
Regular success.
Now, okay. You can also do the magic point sacrifice as well.
yes, thank you. Okay. And our maximum is plus 90, correct? The max bonus we can get from room points or magic points.
Yeah.
No, because
Well,
you, I think, are limited at 90. Because you're going to sacrifice 9 magic points.
yeah.
Not me. That would be someone else.
But you did just burn 2 power points, so that would lower it down by 2. We need to keep... It takes 2 magic points for sacrifice normal. You need to maintain 1 to stay conscious. So your power minus 3.
Okay.
Times
So that's
10.
11 times 10.
Yep,
It's 110.
for you,
Okay.
then.
And we can also sacrifice coin
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
wealth. And what's the ratio?
There is no ratio. It's got different blocks. Small is 15 lunars is plus 5. Medium is 50 lunars plus 10. Large is 300 lunars plus 20.
So you do a regular D6 roll to see how much you improve this skill? No?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And if we critical this, is there something of value out of that?
I
What
don't
is it?
think so.
What does a crit give us?
That's what I'm checking to see if there's something for that. Because the crit during High Holy Days where you get a power gain roll, we're already getting a power gain roll, so there's no benefit.
All right. So we don't need to do that. All
Yeah,
right.
just roll to see if you fumble or not.
Right.
Well, no, if you fail, which is a 95, 96 or above, then you failed it.
Okay. I didn't fail.
Yes, I also had a normal success.
Switai?
You're muted.
Shit, I was muted. Regular success.
Okay. Angrilar?
I might have a special, but it doesn't matter, right?
Not for this one, no.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody made a successful worship roll, so everybody's going to get a power gain roll, which means you take your current power, subtract it from 21, you multiply that number by 5, and you need to roll that number or less on percentile.
Oh, to go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Do we get specials?
Unfortunately, no.
I succeeded.
All right.
Wow.
I rolled a 001.
Ooh.
Ooh. I rolled a 006.
Guy's wasting your rolls.
Yeah.
And I failed again.
What does that mean?
Lars, did you make it?
I did. It's in the roll 20.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, so everybody who made their power gain roll rolls a D3 minus 1.
We take one.
I'll never get it.
Or you can decide to take just 1 point.
Here's where I roll a 1.
D3 minus 1. Here we go.
Or take 1 point.
Here's where I roll a 1. I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So your power
One.
goes up by 2 for you guys, 1 for Lars, 0 for
Dude,
Angrilar.
that's huge.
It is. That is really huge.
My power just went up to 12.
Suck.
Shut up, Laura.
You guys did well.
And our
Poor
worship rolls.
Angrilar.
Yeah, I had 2 power rolls this time. I failed them both.
Is that a check mark for worship?
Power?
Yes.
Well,
Worship.
yeah, for worship it should.
What was the significance of passing that worship roll, Brian?
Getting a power
We get the
gain.
Power roll.
Oh,
You had a chance to roll for power increase.
That's our. Yeah. Some of us live for that.
That's huge.
yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Some of us are dying because we don't have it.
Was
Okay, back
huge.
to the worship roll. Do
Next.
we get a check mark?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can we go ahead and roll our check mark?
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna spend a week not doing anything. Can I roll my check mark?
At the end of C season, you'll be able to make that check mark roll.
All right.
But of course, during C season, everybody's going to be making another worship roll because we have worship every season.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Or will go up, continue to go up.
2 chances.
And eventually it's going to pass Lars.
Well, Lars spends a lot of power on
Saving
stuff
people.
and that.
Well,
Well, that's mana that he spends.
Yeah.
Well, and rune points.
Hmm.
doesn't change my
No doubt.
points.
What is your power, Lars? It's like 15?
15 today.
Wow.
Who knows what it'll be tomorrow?
Well, mine was 10. So
Yay.
12 is pretty significant increase.
Yeah.
I may sacrifice a point of my 2 myself, but I'm just checking to see. We'll worry about that when the time comes.
I don't start rolling power increase until it gets up higher. And that's when you need the big jump.
I can't wait to get my strength up. I can start using a longbow.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I want to get my strength up so I can carry something.
So Brian,
Yes.
as a bit of update, I took Translate and True Speak.
Okay. Oh, guys, it was a bad harvest this year.
What? Angrilar, how come you're not there managing things?
Yeah.
My power is deficient.
Okay, adventurer income.
Where are we? Harvest. Previous, huh? Next page, adventure income.
So now everybody's going to roll their occupation income, but at a minus 30.
A warrior's income is not subject to any harvest result modifiers.
There you go.
Mine is probably much affected.
So what's our modifiers for this roll other than the minus?
There are no other modifiers. You need to roll your occupation income skill.
And what would that be?
The one in bold in your occupation. For a philosopher, it's read, write, or lore.
Yeah. It's on.
Oh, I see.
There's also a table compiling it all on 423.
423.
So for me, my best, we want to roll 6. Okay.
I think mine is animal lore, but I'm not sure.
Hunter is track or animal lore.
15 from 96.
All right, so what do I do?
That should be a special.
So I have to subtract 30?
Yes.
I have a special.
That's no
So
good.
we're just making a die roll at a minus 30 and then what?
You want to roll above or beneath?
It's like a regular skill roll, so you want to roll low.
Okay, gotcha. I failed.
So you only receive half your base income, which for you is 40 lunars, so you only get 20 lunars.
I succeed. A noble does not have to tithe income generated from lands. Okay.
I failed.
A failure for a philosopher is 30 lunars.
So I get plus 90.
I can't hear you. Someone was talking over you, Brian. What'd you say?
For a philosopher, that's 30 lunars.
Okay.
And I had a special, so for a warrior, that's a total of 90.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get a normal success, it's just base income?
Right.
No, they're set for, but it's, and I don't know how many hides he has. It's 40 lunars per hide.
Yeah, he only has the 5.
It says usually at least 5.
Okay. So he has 5, so that's like 200.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I sacrifice an animal and then I take the hide and cash it in.
Now, hide is it's like an acre. It's a measure of space, like
Plot of
acres.
land. It's plot of land. Ringed in stones.
They break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah. Tithing.
Okay.
I'm surprised that the harvest affects the hunter very much.
Well, it's not just the harvest, though.
Yeah. Well, it does affect animals.
Exactly.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Makes perfect sense.
Paying for standard of living.
We actually have to pay cult tithes.
Yes, except for nobles and priests.
It says here, adventurer, noble adventurer gets +5 to child survival and +15 to child birth. I guess we're
Yep.
rolling on some.
Yep, that comes later.
Well, it's right after tithes, isn't it?
No, after tithes, is standard of living.
I don't know where we're at, Brian.
We're on
We
page
do work for
422.
us. Yeah, that's great, but what is our next step?
I'm still working on paying cult tithes.
Okay, so
Those are provided on the relevant cult description in the Rune Cults chapter.
Which I don't recall any of the cults talking about tithes.
No, I'm doing the same thing.
isn't that a prior version of Runequest?
Yes.
I don't remember
you
that
had to
here.
You have to pay 10% in the prior version, but
I don't remember seeing that here.
here it is.
Oh,
Thank you.
275. Initiates must give 1/10 of their income and 1/10 of their free time to the temple.
Oh, okay. If they're talking about being tithes, then that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
so 1/10 of what we just made.
Exactly, yes. 1/10 of what you just made.
So
That
I
does,
just
that does
made
not include.
just made 90, so I subtract 9.
Yep.
So that does not include money income that we earn on adventures, right?
Just your occupational income.
Okay. Gotcha.
Although technically it should.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pay their tithes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Next is standard of living.
What's next up from free?
Noble.
Noble.
Okay. Because I went from like rock bottom up to free, so I'm wondering if I want to upgrade that.
What page are we on?
422.
422. Now, it also says a warrior in service to another need not pay for their standard of living. Does that count if I'm in the service of my temple?
No.
No. Okay.
If you were like, for example, a knight in a lord's household, he's paying for that stuff for you.
If you were a thing.
Yeah.
In the brow, yeah.
Oh, standard of living. Poor is 15 lunars, free is 60, noble is 200.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm down another 60. Which
So-
puts me like back where I started from.
If you want to stay free, you have to pay 60.
Correct.
So my income is 200 and my standard of living is 200.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's possible that if I rolled poorly, my income would have been half, and then my expenses would have been more than my income.
That's right. You have to dip into savings.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You need
I
to go
have-
adventuring.
I have a question.
that's
When you guys are
kind
done.
of like not nice. Thought this was the big end of year big income.
Well, you have to remember, we had a bad harvest.
Well,
I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah.
But I got my normal.
So my question is, I am currently free, but I'm intrigued about becoming noble. I have in the bank 261 lunars worth of gems. Can I cash some of that out?
Yeah.
If I wanted to pay the 200.
Yes.
So,
All right.
just be clear, that doesn't make you a noble. It just means that that's the lifestyle you're living. And you can only sustain that to the extent that you can make the 200 lunars every year.
Right. You can live like a noble for a year if you pay that now.
Okay, so
Now,
basically that just means I'm like getting whores and stuff. I mean, what's the advantage?
So the adventurer gets +5 to child survival and +15 to childbirth, presuming you're married and or have a child.
Mm-hmm. And your ransom goes up.
Does it? I don't
No, I
see
guess
that.
it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't.
This is
Actually,
just standard of living.
no, I don't have a family, so I don't really care about that.
Correct.
Right, exactly.
So I'm just gonna stay free then.
60.
Yep.
Okay, and if you have any weapons or shields that have been damaged, all of their hit points are healed up.
Yay.
Oh, great.
Now, Brian.
And all of our power storing matrices are full.
Yeah.
And Brian,
Mm-hmm.
I see that if we choose a free lifestyle, we set our ransom to 500. On our character sheets, they might be different than that. What do we
Correct.
go by? Do we set it to 500?
Is your ransom less than 500?
Yeah, it's
Mine's
150.
1,000.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would do that. Go ahead and put it up to 500.
Yeah.
Moving up in the world.
Ransom is 260.
Well, if you're free, it's now 500. You're moving up in the world.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah. For a noble occupation, it's 1,000.
I think we should capture Ingrillar and ransom him back. Everybody wear a mask and, put your tongue in the top of your mouth whenever you talk. That way they won't know who we are.
Yeah.
Okay, aging. Everybody ages 1 year.
Oh,
Damn. I'm 23 years old now.
Dosey dose.
want a little blue pill.
Yeah, I can hook you up.
So if I go down to my family, I never did roll up marriage and spouse and children's.
That means you don't have one.
That was done in the initial development of the character.
I didn't enter it into this sheet. So, I guess I have my paper copy I did with Mike.
My understanding is that means that you're single.
Yes.
Well, you
Family.
could have.
Family history. It doesn't have children and stuff on it.
No, it doesn't. The character creation doesn't actually go into that. It talks about you can, if you want to get married, you can. It should be role played out, which I don't necessarily agree with.
Well, after this poor harvest, I think I'll have to wait another year.
Some of the artwork in this book is really amazing. Like if you look at page 414, it's crazy. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it's a lower aspect looking up. Okay, aging.
425.
Characteristic loss. Ooh.
Yeah, once you reach 40.
Not there.
I'm much too aesthetic. pure and chaste to be married. That's
Where are we
not
at, Brian?
orthodox.
We're on children. Everybody can roll
Children.
percentile.
Make a roll.
Yep.
Percentile. And I have this modifier.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't have a modifier.
+5 to +15 to childbirth.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Childbirth may be augmented by the fertility rune or reduced by the death rune. I'm reducing mine by the death rune.
So, believe it or not, I literally rolled a 1.
You got no children. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Fertility.
So I rolled an 18 minus 90.
That's not how it works. The 18 is on a 90 roll, so that's a special, right?
No, I
Yeah, it's a special, so it's a minus 30. Lower the roll by the amount of successful augmentation. So roll percentile and subtract 30.
Okay.
Okay. No kids. I rolled a 05.
Okay.
Plus 15 is 20.
So you want to roll high to have a
Concubine,
kid?
lover, camp follower, or
Lower roll by the amount of successful. Okay.
Yeah, if you want children, you need to roll high, and you can augment that with your fertility rune. If you don't want children, you want to roll low, and you can augment that by your death rune.
So I think I have no
Okay.
children.
Mm-hmm.
ooh, family events. Crap. Make me get married.
Lars, did you roll?
Did you say that we can roll the death rune to reduce the?
Mm-hmm.
Likelihood, yes.
Okay. Okay, so I failed the death rune. I rolled a 65.
Okay, so
Lars.
you add 20 to your die roll
Or what?
for childbirth.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 65.
It's still one child. Oh, then you have to roll to see if it survives, huh?
Mm-hmm. Roll a d6, but don't read into what it says here about odd even because it's opposite.
I rolled an 88 on survival.
Okay.
And a 4 is even.
Even is a female. So you've got a little girl.
Awesome, man. Congrats.
Yeah, your standard of living just went up. What were you researching back there in that temple? Mm-hmm.
Congrats, Lars. It's a big deal.
Okay, everybody can roll family events.
Family event.
Percentile.
Any modifiers?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Did that noble say anything about family events?
28. Somebody got married.
Rolled a 14. Marriage.
Mm-hmm. 87. No event.
You roll for family member when you roll for marriage?
Yeah, just a second.
Right.
Lars?
92.
Ooh, a scandal.
I wonder what that's all about. It goes right hand in hand with the kid.
So we have... Oh, 2 marriages. Go ahead and roll those on the family member table. Lars, go ahead and roll your scandal.
Roll on the family member table.
Rolled
Okay.
sister.
13.
So my
Father.
sister
I have to see if my father's alive.
my
Okay.
sister got married.
Says you ignore ridiculous events. Okay.
You're right. If your father's already dead, then basically.
Well, then father, mother.
I don't have that. I do or do not have siblings, so I'm just going to assume that when I roll
Grandparents
for sister that it is a sister. So
Mm-hmm.
killed. Yeah, my father was killed in the Star Bros Rebellion.
Okay.
So it turns to no effect.
Yep.
I believe that's likewise in my case. I rolled a 5, which would be my father, who is dead.
Oh, you rolled a scandal. There's a different table for that.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
A 5 is insulted the local rune master.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
that's not helpful.
And I know exactly what that's all about.
So roll on the family member to determine who.
Not for
My
scandal.
father.
Not for scandal.
Yeah,
No, not for scandal.
there's a star and another squiggly thing. So let's roll for both.
Oh.
And what?
Ah, okay.
So a rune priest tripped over my father's
Grave.
gravestone and stubbed his toe.
And now he's all pissed at you.
Okay, no effect. Finally, omens. Ooh, yuck.
I just rolled up my sister's name.
Cool.
Yeah, her name is Tsukiko.
Okay.
That's nice. Yeah.
421.
I should go through that whole family thing just to see what my family is. I need to do that maybe before the next time we play.
So Tsukiko got married.
Oh, I will buy her a lunar's worth of a gift, just to, an affectionate sort of thing.
Thank you,
Ooh,
mate.
big spender.
Well, it's a token gift for, the sister of my friend. I don't really know her, but sent flowers, something like that.
Okay.
For me, it would be a positive experience.
So, omens. The previous years is.
Unless she's marrying a deadbeat.
Yeah. Well, if that happens, I'll have to go and beat him up for her.
Yes, thank you.
So we had a bad harvest. And then omens.
There are good omens for next year.
Wonderful.
However,
That's nice.
during Queen Laika's hero quest, she comes out of it wounded and bleeding. And missing companions.
Uh-oh. That sounds like it went badly.
Yes, it
Yes,
did.
that's not good.
Talking about the Lightbringer hero quest?
Yep.
That
Our
doesn't
queen
sound
went on
good.
the hero quest. Okay, and returned.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if it was successful or not?
No, you do not.
because I'm going to say the bigger question would be whether the prince, what the status of the prince is at the end, since I assume she led the hero quest. So just if our queen was wounded, but that maybe she might have fallen out of the hero quest. But
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the prince.
Oh, okay.
The prince is
Kayla.
injured.
Yeah.
Kayla came out injured. Okay.
Prince Kayla.
Yeah. Our prince is female. What can you say? Kayla
Princess.
Starbrow.
It's a joke, right?
No.
No.
So you mean our princess?
No, she's still called the prince.
Okay.
It's just one of those weird things.
Learn the milieu.
Confused.
Yep. No.
In the future,
It's hard to keep up with all the politically correct pronouns.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only weird one.
It's just a game system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a Greg thing, and I don't know, quite where it came from, but it is what it is. And I'm certainly not one to complain. It works for me.
So we're beginning sea season?
Yeah, but while you guys are at Boldhome, you're hearing stories and rumors about pirates in the bay and along the Creek Stream River. So luxury items are becoming more and more scarce.
Okay.
And rumors about bandits. There's always rumors about bandits everywhere.
On my river?
Oh no, your river is the stream.
Creek Stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the creek stream.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And Gizi is that whole river system.
Oh, for the deity, yes.
Yeah, Creek Stream River. From Skyfall Lake to the bay.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a map, Brian?
I do, but it's up on my wall.
Okay.
Actually, I do have a map I can pull up. Hold on.
So what's coming up next? Sea season?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sea season.
Ooh, that's my season with the High Holy Day. Water Day of Movement Week.
So luxury goods have been diminished.
Spirit magic. Glue and river eyes. Rune magic.
We're in Boldhome.
For Sacred Time, yes. Okay, so if you can see the screen, share. There's a map.
See
Not
it.
updated.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the creek. The river is...
Here's the stream.
I don't see a map.
Watch
Is it
the
in-
stream.
Oh, now I
Is
see
it-
it.
Is it in the host?
Yes, it's there now.
Yeah.
There.
Beautiful.
It's very hard to see.
Yeah, it is. And it's a kind of a small map. But up here in the upper corner, we got the Two Sisters. That's the creek part. Further north and a little to the west is the river part, and they mix here in the marsh. Then down here by Clearwine is the stream, and then they merge together further south.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a screen grab and I'm going to zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier that way. Cool.
I can work on getting the map that I've got on my wall on that laptop, so I can show it too.
So if you do a screen grab, you can actually zoom into that map pretty easily. So I'm looking at now Geo's Ridge in
Mm-hmm.
Thorgir Cow.
All right.
All right. I'm looking at
Cantaloupe
Boldhome right now. There's Killard Valley, Good
Mhm.
Fork. There's a river, Enothius Vale.
Mm-hmm. But that's not part of.
That's not the river. That's the valley.
That's a different river system, though. I think.
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure.
There's also the Lordling River or Lordring. Is this map in the book, mate?
This one, no.
No.
Inside cover of the back book of the book is Bold Home.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. The map in the book doesn't really match the map on the screen,
No, not exactly.
which is
Can't hardly read what's in the book.
Yeah.
right.
If you look on page 105, it's got, the Dragon Pass area.
Well, which one is real?
They're all real.
They're all real.
Mm-hmm.
They're just different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Different cartographers.
Exactly.
And Driki Land.
I don't like it when they use red lettering.
It does make it hard to
Easier
read.
than black. It's easier to read than black.
No, it's not.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Okay.
names.
Once we all get back to Clearwine, you are going to get a summons from Queen Laika.
Where are my silk and torques?
Mm-hmm. And as you're waiting to go see her, you see another party of adventurers depart. And they are mumbling about... What was it? Heading to New Pavis.
New Pavis. That's a long ways off.
Yes, it is.
Exactly what I was going to say. It's a long way. Okay.
They're probably rune lords. Or they will be by the time they get there.
Yeah.
Well, you can... everybody can make a... what's it called? Recognition roll thing?
A what?
Roll a D100. 33.
Roll a D100 for some reason.
Yes.
45.
7 007.
Mm-hmm.
I go the other way. 84. Since we don't know we got it covered, high, low, and in the middle.
Well, you generally always want low.
You
So,
didn't say, you just don't know.
Arestra, you will recognize. In fact, anybody who got a 50 or less will recognize Harmast. Harmast is our clan head's son, the chieftain's son.
How do I spell that?
Harmast. And Arestra will recognize a Earth Priestess by the name of
Earth Priestess?
Yep.
Ronaldo.
Harmas is the son of who?
Clan Chieftain. I have that somewhere here. I have a little...
Yanioth. That's the priestess's name.
Is that our Thane? The clan chieftain?
Yes.
So this is his Baranthus?
Baranthus is the name of the clan chieftain, yes. And Harmast is his son.
All right.
So Arestra recognizes a princess?
Priestess.
Priestess.
Mm-hmm. And I just mentioned that group that sounds like they're going to New Pavis includes Harmast and Yarya.
Must be given an important mission indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're going to New Havis?
Pavis with a P.
Never heard of it.
Oh. It's the major...
It's way off in the east, across the Great Desert.
Mm-hmm.
Take a camel.
So we'll never see them again.
Mm-mm.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, so you're escorted into Queen Laika's court. There's the standard folks you always recognize around.
Huh?
And she will speak to Angrilar, saying that she needs you and your companions to investigate monster sightings that have been plaguing the tribal sacred cattle.
Monsters that are attacking the tribal cow?
Cattle, yeah.
Cows, plural.
Cattle.
Cows.
Cattle.
Cattle.
The tribal sacred cattle?
Yep.
Moo?
And she will introduce you to a young man whose name is Vargast.
Broadcast?
Vargast.
It's the other microphone, Brian.
The other microphone?
Yeah, you need to be closer to this computer. The one you're looking at.
Yeah. The problem is I should not be.
Your quality just went up several fold when you leaned in.
Like, I don't think it's using the mic on your head.
It's not. That's the problem.
All right, Vargath.
There we go.
There we
Ooh,
go.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
different.
That helps.
Holy cow! I hate these settings.
Turn it down.
When I plugged the thing in, it asked me if I wanted to update settings. I said yes, but it didn't. Well, it did the speaker part because I can hear through the headset.
Sounds really
Okay.
good.
Holy
Now you're
cow!
super loud.
That explains everything.
Mhm.
And I'm sure your listening audience will appreciate it.
Yeah, holy cow.
So is Bargath, how's
Var,
he
var, var, V as in Victor.
Vargath.
Yes. Is my volume better now as well?
Much.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Vargath. What can you say about yourself?
Well, Queen Leika will say that Vargast is from the Varmandi clan, which is a very small clan in the northern areas of the tribe. And so they need assistance with this monster problem that they have. I'm sure you can take care of it.
Is it Gath or Gast?
Gast. It's all one word.
With ST on the end?
Yes.
Mhm.
Just like the other guy.
The Varmandi clan, right?
Okay. Varmandi. From Varmandi clan. All right.
Yes, I think.
From his appearance, does he?
I'd say to the Queen, am I permitted to speak?
Mhm.
Am I permitted to speak?
Certainly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to say we'd be most honored to be given this this mission and gratefully accept the opportunity to be of service.
Let us hope you are as helpful here as you have been in the past.
We'll be honored. I think I can speak on behalf of my companions as well.
We will kill whatever is plaguing our sacred cattle.
Excellent.
Indeed. And I'm proudly displaying the silver necklace that she gave me.
Mm-hmm. If you have any questions, I'm sure Vargast can address them.
I would like to know, Sir Vargas, what time of day or night are the monster sightings?
I'm going to lean in and whisper to Subutai.
Mm-hmm.
She's dismissing us. Well, let's go talk to him privately.
Okay.
And you depart. Yeah, you go ahead and ask him as you're walking. That's no problem.
What time of day or night are these sightings taking place? And is there any indication of what the attacks are like? Assume it's happening at nighttime?
They generally happen at night, but not always. And they're Sakar. Giant, terrible cats with long, deadly fangs. They are incarnations of death itself.
Oh, so they've actually been spotted. I see. That's
I look at a restaurant and said, "Yeah, this is for you."
Yep.
Okay, got a mission. I think it might be a good place to stop. Coming up on 11:30.
That's true.
Works for me. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience.
Like I said, we're all learning this game.
Yeah.
Just one last thing is, how do I spell those monsters?
MONSTER. Monsters.
Can you see the text channel?
I stepped away from the computer. Let's see here. Got it. Thank you.
What do we call them?
Sakar.
S with an S?
It's in the
It's in
text
the text
channel.
channel.
It's in the what?
The text channel under general. Hashtag general
Up there.
in the text channel.
You're making me move around. I don't know about that. Vargast of the Vargast. Underneath Vargast.
Thanks, Brian.
You bet.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah, it was
that
fun.
was cool.
Yeah.
I was afraid we're going to get much further, but that's okay.
No, that's cool.
I was frantically printing things out before we got to start.
We definitely needed to work through Sacred Time.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That was
because that is just weird, and we have not done much of that at all.
It'll get faster.
Yeah, it's great. Getting
So the
stronger.
map in the front cover of the bestiary is a lot clearer to read. It's more like a cartoon.
Yeah, probably.
Johnstown, Hagerford, Runegate. Where are we at? Clearwine, up this river.
Mm-hmm. This is the map that I have on my desk.
Is what?
This picture. I have it blown up on a map size. It's like 3 by 4 feet.
Oh.
See a picture.
Oh, Subutai.
Yeah.
Your Shadow
There's
Cat.
no Sakar.
Okay. I was under the impression that since my my hunt was a failure, that I wasn't given a shadow cut.
No, that just the success of the hunt indicates the quality of the Shadow Cat.
Fuck. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Excuse my language.
So a Sakar, is there a overclass above them? They're not listed in the bestiary.
No, they're not. That's the local name for them. They're saber-toothed cats.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler.
Well, he kind of described them, right?
Spoiler there,
Oh.
Brian.
They're right next to the Shadow Cats. You know, they're good stuff. All right. Shadow Cat. Oh, these guys would crush a saddle. Oh, yeah. Shadow Cats are puppies.
Cat.
Those cats.
When they rake, they can do a lot of damage, though.
They're sacred to Orlanth.
The sister cult of Found Child.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Cat locations.